All right.
Click the button. There it goes. Okay. All right, Namar, go
Should I
ahead
save its opacity or not? I'm gonna do it just in case.
Mar, go ahead and log into Roll20.
I just wait. Shit. Hold on.
Ah. Oh. Whose ping did I hear? Because it wasn't mine.
Oh yes, I am here.
Milty describing themselves.
Alright, gotta do that. Let me do that right now.
You're the one who proposed it, damn it.
I
Let me
Been-
find what I wrote.
Alright, so, now that everyone's here, I'm just going to go ahead and start the session. Alright.
This isn't where we were.
No, but it's where you guys went to. So, last time we played, you guys had been hired to take a job from a unusual looking man, and after walking with him for a little bit, found out he was a cultist as he knocked you all out. Granted, it took some work to get Hughes out, but all of you were eventually knocked out. Actually, no, wait, no, Hughes was not knocked out. He just
No, he
pretended to
wasn't
be knocked out.
He pretended to be knocked out. Yeah.
So, they tied you up and put you around a fire. However, before you could figure out what exactly they were doing, you broke free and killed the shit out of some of them. Then you persuaded them that that Hughes was their god, and they kind of just stopped everything they were doing and let you go. You all made your way back to Mushar's miscellaneous missions, where you arranged the tables to discuss with Hughes what had happened.
Alright.
And I still have the cultist, right?
You tied him up and put him in your bedroom, I'll say.
Okay.
Can't I give him to some sort of nearby law enforcement?
Did you want to break off from the group and do that?
Yes, I'd like to send him to some sort of jail or whatever.
Alright, so, Rathnash is not currently here right now, as they are off, doing that, which I will talk with them about for a bit, and then we will jump to the Mushars. So,
They're fapping.
So, Rathnash, you bring it up, you walk up to a guard carrying a unconscious, bleeding man on your shoulder who's just in a state of dumbfoundedness. Do you say anything, or are you just bringing it up to the guard?
I explain all that what happened about the cultists and whatnot.
Make a persuasion check.
Ah, shit. I need to open up my character sheet. Hold on.
I just want you to open up with a D, a 1, and then you have a -1 for charisma, so you got a 0.
I just bumble out things that aren't even words.
Yeah.
This is a man that I killed his family for. Wait, I didn't mean to say that.
No, you managed to give a very thorough, detailed explanation of what happened to the guard, and he genuinely would believe you if he spoke Draconic.
So I just forget how to speak English?
No, you just start speaking in Draconic out of nervousness.
Okay, so
seriously, make a roll, though.
You've learned a new language.
So perception roll, you said?
No, persuasion roll. To persuade the guard that what you're saying is true.
I don't think I have anything. I have -1 to persuasion. Oh boy. So I roll a d20, right?
Roll a d20 and add your persuasion modifier.
Not
Nice.
You got double his roll. Congratulations.
So I persuade him?
He looks at the man over your shoulder and says, if you could give him to me, I'll take him into custody, we'll interrogate him and figure out more about what his plans were.
And I warn him about his magic. He might try to kill himself with his magic, so I tell him about that.
Very well, I will keep that in mind. The guard kind of takes him off of you and, not being a dragonborn, kind of stumbles with him a bit. Not expecting him to be as heavy where you make him seem so light.
What the
And
fuck is 7'4"?
you're 7'4" and you got a strength score of fuck you. Yeah, strength score of 20. So, yeah, he takes him off of you, like ties him up, and starts bringing him elsewhere. So
Go
back
go
at,
back to join everyone else.
yep, you are, however, not with them yet. So I will let you know when you are back at Mushar's miscellaneous missions.
So now I'm a big slow boy.
For the rest of you, you are all just sitting at the table. Set up the tables in a manner where you can all sit together, and Miles rolls a d10.
Ignore that. I'm just doing something I should have done earlier in the week.
All right, yeah. No. By the way, Mark, roll a d12.
Okay.
Oh, am I supposed to roll it?
Any modifiers or
Yeah,
whatever?
don't I?
It depends on the roll. So just go ahead and roll your
I got a 9.
9 plus your Take that, add your Constitution modifier, and that is added to your maximum health.
Ooh. Oh, plus 3? That is plus 12 health.
Yeah. Also, Miles, you will use 6 minus 1 instead of 4 minus 1 because of the because 6 is the average for a d10, and if you don't roll above the average, you just use the average.
Okay.
I have
You
27
are not
health
familiar
now.
with 5e.
I just, like,
We're all
of
new
all
players
the
here.
times I played 5e, I never heard that, so that was the thing.
All the groups I play with use it, so... Because it says in the book, like, 1d12 or 8. Or something along those lines.
Alright, moving on.
Alright, anyway, so... You're all gathered around... and just looking at Hughes. Wondering what the fuck just happened.
This is a bar, by the way, or is this like just?
This is Mushar's miscellaneous missions.
So no alcohol.
I was gonna.
I mean,
All right, guys.
yeah, no alcohol, because
around.
you're at work.
Oh, well, people can try to sneak it. But no.
So when I went under, this creature, this demonic voice that talked to me, called itself. I actually forgot the name of what it's called. Started with an A.
Ass.
Thank you, buddy.
Azathoth.
This Mortero talked to me, and it said that when the time comes, I will join him, or I will suffer a terrible pain. That's why I didn't want to say anything. You people, and you also stabbed me, so
I was
kinda
gonna say,
felt
has he not suffered the
vindicated.
terrible pain already?
Wait, was that the terrible pain?
Mar, you are not there.
No, when I was under, he gave me a taste of it, and it was... all I saw was the pink of pain.
Pink of pain.
I gotta say that gnome on our team is really painful looking.
Mar, you are still not there.
So
So,
that's
Mar, you have
basically
no
what
idea what's
happened when I
happening
went.
during this conversation.
I'll fill in Mar later. You can sense him around the corner. But
It's
but
not-
that's
it's
all
not
that
how
happened,
sense
and that's
is.
why I
It's
did not
not.
want to say anything, because I just
Would anyone like to see if
I
he's
don't want
bullshitting or
to
not?
go with this false gods.
I'm rolling inside, let's do this.
I'm also
Arcus, just
looking
roll a
inside.
d20 and I will judge it based off of your perception or persuasion and deception bonus. Because I'm not because they don't know if it's persuasion or deception.
Gotcha.
So
Wow.
just roll d20 and I'll add the bonuses.
Nah, we fucking lost.
Well, I think they're the same bonuses. Like they have to be.
Oh yeah, no, they actually are. So yeah, just go ahead and roll d20 and add your charisma modifier.
We both failed.
Okay, fine.
All right, yeah, okay, you did roll the d20 already. So plus 1. Neither of you are sure whether he's telling the truth or lying his ass off.
At this point, I know so little that I really don't care.
I know somebody who could help, but I think I'll go on my own time. I know this temple. Temple for my. There's a priestess that I do know that I can talk to. She goes by as Nyala. She's a half elf that works at the Temple of Nyala. History check to see where the Temple of Nyala is.
It wouldn't really be a history check, it'd be more so, I'll say make an investigation check, because you're just, like, trying to remember trying to investigate, like, the paths in your mind. Because, like, normally looking for something like this, it's investigation. You remember exactly where the fuck it is. It is in the, okay, so for clarification, the market and utility section, which is where you have all your businesses, all your public buildings, stuff like that, that is near the southern side of the city where the entrance is, because the city is surrounded by walls. It is in the eastern half of that district. And you could get there no problem.
Is it right now?
If anyone else wants to try and figure it out, make an investigation check.
I mean, I'm outside right now, aren't I? Can't I, like, tell him once I get there?
You don't know what you'd be looking for.
At
What
this
do you
point, I've given up. I'm trying to understand what he's saying and going back to working out what the hell my pet rock is saying to me.
Pet Rock is not really saying anything right now, as it's kind of pissed off that you threw it.
I mean,
I kind of just started tuning out the second he said priestess.
Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to
Rode
say
into a
things I'm
fire.
not there.
Alright, Ravnash, at this point you would get back. Where did your
Alright, Cliff Notes Raph Nash.
Where did your token go?
Oh! Yeah, I put it off screen.
Oh, okay.
oh. Hello.
Yes, brother.
So I fill in Rathna.
Do I do a perception check?
No, because you haven't been told anything yet.
I basically just fill in Rathnash with everything I just said.
Okay, now do an insight check, and Marcus make another charisma check.
11. Beat it.
I have no clue.
You aren't sure either.
I just smile and accept it.
You just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
The best inside check is a 5.
At this
What the
point,
hell?
Hughes goes to disengage
You use the disengage.
Muskar's door, and he knocks on it.
That would actually be the door over here.
Right here, yes. I point my brother to the way of the door.
Go knock
The
it.
way of the door. By the way, so you know that is not the other Dragonborn, in case you were calling it brother because of that.
Oh, yeah, I call everyone brother. Everyone in this party is my compatriot.
Alright, so you knock on Mashar's door, Arcus?
Yes.
Yeah, what is it?
So boss, they tried to sacrifice us, and we killed all our clients.
Except one, I shout from a distance.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
How do you do disadvantage again?
You roll twice,
just
take
Roll
the lower.
twice, take the lower.
Oh dear.
There you go.
Roll again.
Rolling the dice. Rolling the dice. I can't believe.
Only Arcus could get 2 really bad rolls.
Right. Do you have my money?
Wait, can we
What money?
Oh, sorry.
The money for the job. Did you get your payment?
I did not get my payment.
Do we look like we got paid for being tied to a stick and nearly sacrificed to the god of fuckface?
He doesn't believe us.
Okay, now Jack, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, hold on a second. We over at the table here.
I mean, shoot, we could have looted the corpses for any bits of gold that they had, but I doubt if they had much.
I don't know what happened there. All I know is you guys got hired to do a job. I don't know what the job was, but you got hired to do it. And so you should have brought back something? Where the hell's Torbeer?
Apparently Tollbeard fucking died, mate.
Rebecca, persuasion check!
With disadvantage.
I mean, actually no, I won't make you have disadvantage because Torbeer's not there. And
Okay, fine.
go ahead, ask the question.
19.
Oh shit.
Natural 20.
Really?
Kind of just, I'm just,
Yes, he did assume my
ask
gender.
your question, Dahlia.
Yeah, I'm the. Oh, thank you. The question is, can we at the table hear him?
Yeah.
Yes. He kind of
Oh,
like came out of the door at this point, however, I don't have a token for him.
And can I go over to him and say that we have proof?
Miles, he gives you a suspicious look, and, make a persuasion check.
And he buys it. He already did a persuasion.
Oh, I did.
Mar didn't.
Oh, okay.
There are lots of names being used to refer to me. It might get confusing.
I know
All
you by
is I
many
need my
names.
clock long in my life.
Alright, so, Rathnesh, roll d20, add your persuasion modifier. Which I believe is actually negative for you.
He doesn't
Yes.
believe a word I say.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If you can show me this proof, then
Yeah, one of
then
the
I'll
guards,
believe you.
I
One of the guards took the guy that we had, so,
Rebecca,
yeah,
you
fuck,
don't.
mate.
Rebecca,
We
unless
can take
Rathnesh
into
said that, you don't know that.
Oh.
well, then I offered to take him to the jail cell where they're holding him.
That's when you roll an intimidation check.
He kind of yells upstairs, "Alexa!" To which a halfling woman comes down the stairs. Yes.
Wait,
Hey,
a Mormon?
What?
I actually didn't hear what you said. I only heard Mormon.
No, a halfling woman comes
Oh.
downstairs, and she's like, "Yes." Keep watch while I'm gone. I have some thing to go take care of. Yes, sir. And she kind of goes into Mushar's office. All right, lead the way.
Alright, take him to the jail cell.
All right, is everyone following, or?
I'm sitting down and staring at my rogue.
All right, so Mike.
I
is
will
staying.
go with Mushar.
All right.
Ash.
Everyone else, which by the way, Ella decides that they're gonna stay behind, but Anala says that they're gonna go just in case something happens. So, Rebecca, you going or you staying?
This is the wrong door. Let's go the other way.
to
Oh, wait, no, I forgot. You're not Busharna.
to the jail cell.
Yeah, to the jail cell to convince Mushar that you guys actually did get attacked.
And I'll just go to keep an eye on Arcus.
Very well. I don't have a map set up for the jail, so you guys are just gonna have to use imagination.
I'm closing my eyes. Let's do it.
Alright, so where would the jail be? Jail would probably be over in the slums. Alright, so You guys make your way over to the north end of town, near the poor districts. And on the
Poor
outskirts, between like the poor districts and the farming district, is the jail. You guys go into the jail, and you make your way to the sort of like front desk of the jail, I guess would be.
Reception.
And yeah, like a reception desk. And you see a stern-looking half-elf man sitting at the desk. May I help you?
I asked him what happened of the cultist I delivered earlier.
I don't recognize you. Because you didn't actually go to the jail. You went to a guard who brought the dude to the jail.
I delivered him to a guard who
Show me the cultist!
sent him over to you.
And I do an intimidation check.
I'm trying to remain fairly polite about this whole thing.
Alright, make your intimidation check, Hughes, and persuasion check, Rathnash, I guess.
I'm really bad at those.
Because he's never seen you in his life, he doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Nat 1. Nat 1.
He actually rolled a 0.
Nat 1. I've never seen that.
Oh shit.
He actually rolled a 0.
Very well.
We need a bard.
Wait
Like,
a moment.
goddammit.
Very well. Wait here a moment, and I will fetch someone to escort you.
Yeah,
To which the
that's
receptionist kind
totally-
of gets up and walks away for a second.
I briefly forget how to speak.
I'm just gonna walk outside for a second. I'll be back. That's a legitimate action, by the way. Walking outside of the jail.
Rebecca leaves the jails, leaving Anala, Hughes, and Rathnash there.
I'm gonna hold my club, just getting ready.
Can I do a persuasion check to see if anything's up?
A perception
like,
check?
you're
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
I'll do the same thing too.
I'm not trying to kill you guys, I swear. Okay. Hughes, you're distracted by like this bug that will not leave you alone. It just keeps buzzing by your ears and you swat it away, but it comes back a second later and you just cannot focus.
Okay.
Rathnash, however, you hear heavy metal footsteps approaching.
Can I
As
warn my
Dino starts
compatriot?
playing the...
Can I warn my compatriot about the footsteps I hear?
You can say whatever you want to.
I ask him, or wait, what gender is the person I'm standing with? Like in game?
Anala is female, Hughes is male.
I say to both of them, do you hear that?
Let me see if Anala hears that. I don't hear anything.
That you have a very masculine voice there, Anala.
I don't know how to do a rough and gruff female voice.
Oh, Slava. So since I don't know what's going on, you're the leader here, so you have to decide what to do. Like,
Shit. I poke my head outside to investigate.
Outside? You see Rebecca.
I glance around, not just at Rebecca.
Make a perception check. Yeah, I'll say perception check. Because like you're not finally investigating something.
I mistoped.
oh.
I noticed nothing wrong and go back
What
inside.
is wrong with these rules?
You see Rebecca and Rebecca. Why is there 3 Rebeccas?
I say hi to each Rebecca.
Rebecca, you just
Why
see
did you
Raph-
just say hi 3 times?
Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Oh, hello again, other Rebecca. And then I just go back inside blissfully unaware of anything that's going on.
Alright, so here comes the guards.
At that point, a door within the building, instead of the one that that Rathnash just peeked out of, opens, and 5 guards are standing there, along with the half-elf that was sitting at the reception desk. He says, "Yes, these are the ones that wanted to see a cultist. I don't know." One of the guards looks at him and says, "Very well, if you may just follow us." And he starts walking outside of the prison.
Okay.
I follow him.
I
I
don't know
follow
how any of
him.
this is going on, right?
I follow him slightly.
You're in Mushar's miscellaneous missions, staring at your rock.
Yeah.
I guess I'll wait. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead with him. I have to.
Which, by the way, I'm just gonna say this now because I'm gonna say this now because there are a shit ton of new players here. If you guys are absolutely stumped and do not know what to do, I'm gonna use Jack's Pet Rock as sort of a I need help kind of thing. So that
So
means
it's like wisely and safely, so we shouldn't throw it around.
yes. But as the guards escort you outside, Rebecca, are you following them?
I was just gonna go back into the jail.
How many of the Rebeccas are going back inside?
That's good. I like that one. That's a smart
Make a
move.
stealth check. Because remember, the half-elf did see you.
Oh, no.
Wait, what's going on? Why were there 3
Oh
Rebeccas?
my god.
Rebecca, you slowly make your way inside as the guards are escorting them away. And you make it past all of them. Which, by the way, Mushar's also with the ones that were being escorted away because he is just following the group.
It's fine.
And so you make your way inside the jail, past the guards. Would you like to go further back?
Sure, let's keep going and see how long
And you
we can
slip into the doorway just as it shuts, without the half-elf noticing you.
go. Seems good. Okay.
You see a series of cells along a hallway. What would you like to do?
I guess we'll just check every single one.
Make an investigation check.
Nice. Very good.
With a fair amount of time, but it's relatively short. It could have been shorter, but not by a whole lot. You find the cultist whose legs have been slipped.
Well, that doesn't fare well for us, Rathnash, huh?
Which, by the way, the guards are kind of just escorting you out further and further.
Take this out of
Figures are like, alright.
And you guys turn around, and you notice the guards have left. They kind of just started walking back, pretending to escort you out further.
Does the cultist look conscious?
Does the cultist look conscious? That's a good question.
Can I investigate the cultist?
No, you cannot, because you're not there.
Can we do a perception check just to make sure they're going, like we know they're going back?
You didn't see them, because you weren't actively looking at the time, and their stealth check beat your passive perception.
Okay. Wow, 5 of them. Wow, we suck.
I just kind of did it as one cumulative roll.
At this point, I then get bored of trying to listen to Dave and wonder where everyone else went and look outside.
Alright, make a perception check, and, Miles, the cultist, is completely fucking conscious with a natural 20.
Perception. Okay.
Oi, cultist fucker.
My
What
life.
the heck did they describe you as?
Jack, you don't see a whole lot going on outside. At least no one you recognize. There's just some people going by.
I'm gonna
Milty,
make my
the-
way.
Cultist asks, "What do you mean? I don't recognize. Wait, you're the one that was with him, right?"
What do you think?
Make an intimidation check.
Okay, I guess. Hold on, where's
While
my
this is going on, I walk towards the jail.
He kind of chuckles to himself with a natural 20.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ, he's better than us!
Alright, Mr. Cultist, man. I don't have time for your goddamn chuckles. I just want to know what the hell is your name and what was your purpose back there?
I have no name. My purpose is to serve Mortero, god of darkness.
Everybody has a fucking name, whether it's fake or real. Just tell me what what you get called as.
So most of them just call me leader. I'm not their
Leader?
leader. Like he's saying leader as in the person who leads.
They just call you leader. Okay, what did you describe yourself to Mushar then?
I told him my name was Gabriel.
Thank you. So that means that you're locked up as Gabriel. Got it. Alright. And yeah, I'm assuming that all of your money has been taken by now, yes?
I didn't have any money on me. It was all back at camp.
Lovely. So you didn't have any money, you didn't have any... Okay, what possessions do you have?
Also at camp.
Can I do insight to see if he's bullshitting on that?
Go ahead.
Of course.
Oh no.
He is lying his ass off.
Look, mate. I have time for your fucking...
Oh, you know I had 200 naked first.
Another intimidation check.
Do me and Rathnash finally realize that there's no more guards?
Oh yeah, you guys realized it when I pointed it out.
Oh, okay, then we're gonna head back now.
I start walking towards the jail.
Alright, I'm gonna finish the interaction with, Milty and the cultist, then I'll rewind to you guys.
Alright, fine.
Wait, oh yeah, okay, you're gonna do that. Go ahead.
Alright, so... He looks at you saying, like, I really don't. I don't have anything on me. They didn't take anything. He seems a little nervous, though.
I don't have time for this, just... Okay, so... Are there any others of you still out there, besides the ones that we saw back at camp?
All over Tafloth.
Where all over Tafloth?
That's like saying, where's the grass in Tafloth? There's grass fucking everywhere.
You know what I mean. I want to know exactly where your fucking camps are so that we can kill every single one of your buddies.
There are so many of us spread throughout this whole continent that I don't even know the locations of most of them.
Some of them. Oh, did my mic not properly activate?
Nope.
You gotta know the locations of some of them. Give me something to work off or I'll just kill you right here in this cell.
I do know there are some on the outskirts of the other main cities. However, there are a lot of people spread throughout this city that are just followers of Mortero. We abandoned our names, so I don't even know theirs.
Got any physical descriptions?
He points out his cloak and how it covers most of his face. Not really.
Okay, but they all wear the same kind of cloak as you, huh?
When they're in the act of worship, yes.
Real fucking hell. But do they keep it on them at all times? It's in, like, in a bag or something.
Typically, yes. They want to keep a piece of Mortero close to them.
Okay.
That's hot.
I guess that's all I'm getting out of you. Can I just straight up murder him in the cell?
Ooh.
You are outside of the cell. You're gonna have to throw a dagger in there.
No, I mean, like, with my crossbow.
Oh, that's
Oh,
that works.
make an attack roll with advantage.
Wow.
Right?
Don't remember what his AC was. I think that misses though.
I'm pretty sure that's a miss.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that misses. Which he kind of shoots up out of his seat, out of his like sitting position. Actually, I just found it. Where the fuck is his AC? I think it was 13. Yeah, there it is. 13. Yeah, that misses, to which he kind of gets out of the way and starts shouting, "Guards! Guards!"
Bugger. I don't think they're back yet, though, so can... Would loading take too long to fire again?
I'll say it'll take you a round to load and a round to fire because of the fact that you were just shocked that you missed him. You missed a man sitting, not expecting to be shot at. And with the, hold on. So, hold on, hold on, let me actually take a look at something real quick. Alright, yeah, with a passive perception of 12, I'll say you quickly notice the sounds of metal footsteps coming your way.
Piece of fucking shit. This won't be the last you see of me, you fucker. You'll be dead before the night's out. And I guess I'll just have to self-check my way out of this.
Let's see how this goes.
Let's see what they roll for perception. So, you see, you've kind of fade your way back, to which the cultist loses sight of you. And he's like, where the fuck? As the guards get there, you are hiding in a cell that was empty across the hallway. They're like, what is it? And as they're discussing the situation of what just unfolded, you kind of sneak your way around. But on your way out, you kind of knock into a chain with your foot. However, you quickly slide out of the way again, and they don't seem to notice you. However, they notice the chain movement, and you make your way out.
The old stealthy escape.
Just follow my moves and sneak around.
To go back now, Jack, you don't really get there till like all that's unfolded because of how far away you are. Because you're in like the south part of the city. That happened like the mid-north part of the city.
So, at what point during that previous thing do I get there?
About now. So, and
Alright.
however, Arcus and Rathnash, you would have been there like the moment the Miles started the confrontation. However, you do not know that Miles is starting a confrontation.
So wait, where are we right now?
Outside the prison.
So So I run into these guys outside the prison then.
Not yet.
Right.
Can I confront the guards? Are the guards nearby?
The guards are gone. Remember, they slipped away.
I look around angry and confused.
Make a perception check.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna just walk into the.
Pretty,
back,
pretty,
since
shiny,
there's no guards
shiny.
around. Since there's no guards around, I'm just gonna walk in to the jail.
Alright, so you walk back up to the jail, with which Mushar kind of just stays off in the distance with Anala. Because he's like starting to get done with your guys' shit. And so you go back up to the jail. Rathnash, do you follow?
Yes.
Alright, so the two of you go back up to the jail.
Still angry and confused.
The half-elf receptionist is like, can't you guys take a hint?
I'm gonna bribe him with 50 gold.
I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
Oh, you do that first, and then we'll see how this goes.
Intimidation check. Which, by the way, I'll let you make intimidation checks with strength, because it says charisma, but I mean, you're big.
I'm down doing it strength. So that'd be a +5?
6, I think. No, 5, right? 5.
Actually, for you, it'd be a +7.
Oh my god.
Because Mara is proficient in intimidation.
Does that work, or...?
He seems off-put for like a second, but then just shakes his head. 7. But then he kind of just shakes his head.
I didn't even tell you what I said to him.
What did you say to him?
I kind of growled at him and demanded to know what is going on.
I'm gonna shake 20 gold in front of him.
Rathnash is a
And-
male, right?
Yes.
What?
Rathnash is a male, correct?
Yes, Rathnash is a guy.
He says, Sir, I'm afraid I do not know what you are talking about. If you do not make your way out of here, force will be used.
I begrudgingly turn around and leave.
Alright, I'm gonna
Hughes,
say
you
though.
do the bribe?
I'm gonna give him 20 gold right now, yes.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, that's a good start. Alright, I'm just gonna leave. Get out of here. I'm also just gonna, like, I kind of fumble my words, and I'm just gonna, here's 20, show me, walks out from there.
Arcus, your rolls are like you right now, tired of shit.
But
He looks at the bag of gold and looks at you. Sir, are you attempting to bribe me?
At that point. Knowing he sees that the guy's unimpressed, so he just walks out. And I'm gonna give Mushar how much gold is. I'm asking Mushar how much gold he wants.
Well, the contract was for, how much was it again? How much was it?
Because we didn't know the thing.
I think it was for 60 gold total.
I'm gonna do a insight to make sure he's not lying to me. God damn it! What happens?
You realize that he is being honest with you.
Okay, I'm just gonna give him 60 gold.
Alright, mark that off your character sheet.
Here's Torbjorn's down payment.
Okay, wait. I want to do a roll, but not a roll related to anything. I just want to do a roll to see if it really is, like, this consistently terrible.
No, I'll fucking roll too. Screw it.
Oh my god.
What is going on?
I was literally the only person getting good rolls for a time. Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Yes, okay, finally. Oh,
Okay,
my
good,
lord.
Matt.
I just rolled a D100. It got a 5.
Right, moving on.
Alright, so I'm gonna just give the down payment of... I'm gonna give the 60 gold and say, here's Turborn's down payment. And then we'll leave it at that.
Very well. He takes... I just did the wrong voice. That was the fucking receptionist voice. Very well. He takes the
Go.
gold and just starts going back to Mushar's miscellaneous missions.
Is the party together at this point? Because we still have to wait for,
Rebecca, do me a favor, make a stealth check. And, not actually just Rebecca make the stealth check.
Step FYI, I'm gonna be really laggy because I'm pirating stuff right now.
Good fucking job.
a thief as he is in life.
Okay, so at this point, Mike arrives to the jail. Rathnash is there, was there with you in the first place, and you notice Rebecca kind of just appeared there.
Hey guys, what's going on?
I'm kind of grumpy right now.
I'm gonna address the party this way. I know you guys don't trust me.
Which, by the way, Ella is... Actually, no, what? Ella would have followed Mike, so Ella is there. Everyone's there.
Okay. Come with me, and if you don't want to, that's fine. I need to go to the temple. I need to get answers before something happens. You can come to me if you can come with me if you want. I'm not gonna force you. And then I'm gonna go walk to the temple. If you want.
That's great and all, but that still doesn't tell me what happened here.
I begrudgingly follow him because I just want answers at this point.
Raph, fill him in.
What the fuck is going on?
Also, Rebecca, where were you this entire time?
Places.
I'm rolling insight on that immediately.
Actually, no. Before I trust them, I ask in a very gruff voice, give me one reason to trust you.
That's why I'm not giving you the choice.
I follow, but very hesitantly and with my, hand on the handle of my flail.
Rebecca, hold on, let me see your shit. Roll a d20. Just roll a d20. I'll do the bonuses. Well, that doesn't matter either way. You know that Rebecca was places. But you know that she's trying to keep what places away from you.
I'd immediately go to roll intimidation on where the hell have you been.
Alright. Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Wait,
Actually-
on
yeah,
because fire on
Rebecca, make an insight check.
Okay, I guess.
I say insight because you're seeing whether or not they can actually hold up their threats or not. Which... You're kind of scared of Mike.
Where the hell have you been?
Well, you see, wanna know why there aren't any guards out in the main area anymore? Might be because of me. Maybe. Just maybe.
Can I roll insight on that as well? Or intimidation?
Which, at this point, you see guard after guard after guard kind of coming out of the jail, searching around.
Guys, we need to go.
Can I roll perception on this?
Perception on what? Seeing the guards? You see them.
No, perception on what earth the guards are looking for.
That would... I'm gonna
I
say
think it
no,
would be an
because,
Mike
investigation.
wouldn't be involved, so yeah, that's right. You can He's fine.
I would say no, actually, to that, just because of the fact that they're, like, so far away and you can't really talk to them.
Oh.
Do I notice the guards too?
Everybody notices the guards.
Okay, I'm gonna say to everyone else, we need to go now. I'll explain later.
Can I just angrily send from shout, "What's going on?"
Oh, God.
You can. And at that point, the guards...
Can I roll an
kinda turn-
intimidation?
Go ahead, and as you're doing that, the guards kind of just turn their head in your direction.
I'm gonna roll for stealth again.
God fucking...
Go ahead.
Just hide behind one of the
Are we
people
really
taller
about
than
to
me.
fight the
Actually,
guards?
no, Miles, you can't do that. That is a feat.
Damn. Right, you have to be a halfling to do that crap. I forgot.
I'm gonna use a cantrip light, and then I'm gonna run.
Cantrip light has to be cast on an object.
I'm gonna cast it on. I'm gonna cast it on Rathnash.
What are you
Rathnash.
implying?
Oh, by the way, Arcus, make an insight check real quick.
Can my stealth fucking...
You can certainly try. You look around, Rebecca. However, there's nowhere to really hide. It's kind of just like an open path because they want visibility out in case like a prisoner escapes.
Do I notice Rebecca's trying to hide?
Yeah, actually, I'll say you do because of the fact that, well, actually, no, you don't because you're too busy focusing on your intimidation of Hughes, which, by the way, as you're intimidating Hughes, he kind of just boops your nose and you start glowing.
I
Make a
I'm
athletics.
very confused.
Because I'm just gonna run.
I noticed Rebecca trying to stealth though.
Yeah, you would.
Please don't fall over. Please don't fall over.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hughes takes one step. Just one step.
My leg.
That molehill was a lot deeper than you, or like, snake hole, I guess. Like, those burrows that snakes dig. It was a lot deeper and wider than you thought it was. Your foot kind of slips into it and you fall over.
Well,
As the guards are kind of making their way over to you guys. Your foot's kind of stuck in this hole.
gonna give up at this point. Like, take me in.
At this point, I'm still very much confused as to what's going on here. I'm just kind of like, what's going on, guards? Hi.
Rebecca, you doing anything else after miserably trying to hide?
I'm going to miserably try to hide again.
Again, nowhere to really hide. There's no, like, no buildings. The grass is cut short. It's not that you're just messing up trying to hide. It's that there's actually nowhere to hide.
Well,
So, what happens now?
can I just turn my back to the guards? And hope for the best.
Hang on, Rastna's nose is glowing like Rudolph the White-Nosed Reindeer. Hughes is on the floor, and Rebecca is trying to stealth and can't go anywhere.
Dash the white.
And I'm just like standing in the middle of them, just going, what the fuck is going on?
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna
Guards,
figure out what
guards.
Anala and
Very shiny.
Anala and Ella are doing.
They wouldn't know Anala, right?
They wouldn't really know Anala. Well,
What?
they saw Anala for a second, but then they saw Anala the first time. Anala was escorted out, and then Anala never went back in. Ella kind of just runs for it. Like, just trying to get out of there, and manages to do so rather successfully. However,
I'm still standing there in the middle of all this.
However, you guys do notice that, Ella's, like, off in the distance hiding. Like, They didn't run and then just kept running. They're just kind of off hiding. And Anala...
Oh,
Anala kind of just stands between you guys and the guards, saying, "Is there a problem here?" Yes, actually. One of the guards pushes the nervous guard off to the side. Somebody just tried to assassinate one of our prisoners who's not sentenced to death.
Can I make an insight on this?
What are you trying to see?
I'm trying to work out which of the party might have tried to do that.
I wonder.
And considering that I was very suspicious of what Rebecca was saying, I feel like
Just
I should
make a
think-
wisdom check.
Oh. Okay.
So little faith.
You can work out that it's not Ella because Ella was with you. You can work out that it was not Anala because Anala was standing outside, like, on the opposite side of everyone from the prison. So it wouldn't have made much sense for her to. However, Hughes, Rathnesh, and Rebecca seem a little bit like they could have done it.
oh yeah, I'm sure the giant dragonborn snuck into it and tried to death threaten.
So
He's trying to see. They never said that it was someone stealthy. They just said somebody tried to kill the prisoner.
So being suspicious of Rebecca already, I immediately assume it was them.
Alright.
That's a bit rude.
That being said, the guards are like, would any of you happen to know anything about this attempted assassination? Which the guards don't seem to be looking at any of you in particular.
No.
I just kind of act surprised and go. I try to say no, but then I remember I have a fucking speech impediment and I'm unable to say it. That isn't a joke. I do have a speech impediment in real
I
life.
know, that's why I'm laughing. Alright,
Your
so
failed intimidations.
Rathnesh, you see a man face plant with Mike and Rathnesh, make persuasion checks with disadvantage because of the circumstance that you guys are currently in.
This isn't fair. I have terrible persuasion.
Oh, come on. I rolled a 10.
This isn't fair.
There's that. At least you're not having a 0, that's it.
Of course, they're suspicious against the
Marvel
dragon.
again.
Could he really roll lower than a 2?
Nat 1.
Please roll in that one for the sake of making me look dumb.
I rolled.
Roll again. It's with disadvantage.
Oh, what's disadvantage?
Disadvantage means you roll 2 times and you use the lower number.
Well, I'm screwed anyway because I got a 2.
Roll it again.
Nat 1. Nat 1 and it will change this entirely.
Okay.
You did not get a nat 1. Okay. I just
Yeah,
needed to make sure you
1
didn't get a
20
nat 1. Actually, let's do this. The guards eye Rathnash for a second. However, the stuttered no. The guards are also aware that Dragonborns are very discriminated against. Even in this city that is so accepting. And so, they kind of think that Rathnash is just being a little nervous. However, they are a little they do still seem a little suspicious. Very well. If you find out anything, please let us know. Yep, you know the whole deal. And they kind of just turn around and go back.
Savior, he saved us.
Wait, so
Okay.
because I'm Dragonborn, they were like, well, I mean, we could just be prejudiced. And that's why they left?
And then they turn right around.
Dragonborn aren't exactly smiled upon in terms of the races. Because, let's be real here. If you, just an everyday person, saw a giant lizard man walking down the street, what would you think?
That's a
Stop,
really
dude.
good cosplay.
I think that's fucking sick, and I want to get to know that giant lizard.
Not everyone is as kind as you.
Can I continue my interrogation of Rebecca now?
No, mate, that wouldn't be kindness. That would be like, dude, that's a giant fucking lizard. I want to tell my friends I'm friends with a giant lizard.
A lot of people would
I'm
be like,
lizards
oh
with
god,
a
that's a
giant lizard."
lizard man, get it away from me. Alright,
Believe
so,
me, I'm the one.
Mike, you can continue your interrogation of Rebecca.
So, when you said places, were you the one trying to assassinate a prisoner?
Rebecca?
Can I,
What is that noise?
section?
Me doing stuff. What are you doing, Rebecca?
Can I just roll the section
And say,
and say, assuredly not.
you know what, I'm actually gonna let you guys roleplay this one out instead.
Okay, so what places were you in and what were you doing? Because you seemed to look rather panicked as soon as you saw the guards.
Also, once I saw a bunch of guards, figured might as well, once I saw a bunch of guards just leave with the all, and decided I might as well go back into the jail and, see if I could go for any possessions, considering that we didn't have anything to pay Mushar with. By the way, where is he?
Mushar left.
Oh, I paid off Mushard. He won't be an issue any longer. He got his bounty. He's happy.
Oh, well,
So
that was pointless
you
then, I
snuck in
guess.
there and tried to assassinate the cultist.
What? No. I was just looking for some money, man. I didn't get a chance to go into the cultist.
I'd question it, but considering I have impending doom over my head, I think I'll let it pass. Anyway, we have to go.
I'm
Wait.
just gonna permanently keep my eyes on Rebecca.
Wait, no, what's this about an impending doom? Oh yeah, that one thing. Yeah, that's right.
I need to go see the temple.
Anala and Ella, because they are not here, I'm just going to say that they follow but are still unsure. Because I'm not them, I don't know what they're thinking.
I follow with like one hand on the handle of my flail.
Alright. Rebecca and Mike?
Have your hand on that flail.
I'm just gonna follow them.
I don't exactly have much of a choice here. As much as I don't want to, I will just follow.
Alright, so. You guys make your way to the, Temple of Light. Where the fuck is that sheet? I gotta show you guys how many pieces of fucking paper I have trying to keep notes straight for this campaign.
Another goddamn fucking temple. How many goddamn temples? We find.
Where the fuck? There it is. Okay. So, you make your way towards the market and utilities district of the city, where you eventually reach the temple of Niela, the goddess of light. You are eventually after waiting there for a while, you are confronted by a half-elf woman. She says, hello, welcome to the Temple of Niela. Is there any way I can assist you today?
Is this Still warm heart?
That's me, yes.
I'm asking her. I need to talk to you. You don't know me, but I know you have recently talked. I've recently been called upon by a demon who wishes threatening me to take his side, or else I feel insufferable pain.
The demon? Could you tell me more about this demon?
I do not know much of the demon, but his name is Mortius.
Mortera.
Motero.
The moment you say his name, she grabs your arm and starts, like, pulling you into one of the back rooms. Like, shh, not here. She almost seems panicked.
Hughes kind of blushes a little bit because he doesn't realize, but he just got took by a half elf into a booth.
Can I roll stealth to peek through the door where they went through?
It's
I
like
think my dude thinks he's getting himself a little bit of tail, if you know what I mean.
she's kind of motioning you all to come as well because she knows you all just heard what he said.
Oh,
okay.
alright then. Fine.
Just follow them.
Hughes is just kind of flustered.
Whenever
What?
you guys make it into the back, and she shuts the door behind her, then opens it a little, looks outside, makes sure nobody's there, and shuts it again.
You gotta shut up the door, man.
That's a name I never thought I'd hear again, and I hoped I never would. There are the five main gods: Niella, Atuna, Pamir, Konya, and Gutan. However, a long time ago there were 6. The 6th god's name was Mortero. He was the contrast to Niella. Niella's the god of light. Mortero's the god of darkness. He conspired against the other gods and waged war on them, having accumulated a strong army. An army of followers, of tieflings, of Aasimar, all sorts. It was a clash of demon on demon, angel on angel. The world was nearly destroyed. However, the 5 gods eventually defeated Mortero and banished him. To where? No mortals know. Or at least that's how the story goes. They said knowing would be too dangerous. But before they sealed him away, he cried out in anger that he would have his revenge, and he would be back one day to slay the gods. If you were seeing visions from Otero, that day may come sooner than we hope.
Cool.
Yes. When the time comes, I will follow him, or I will suffer immeasurable pain.
And I'm sure he can keep his word on that. Mortero, for those who didn't follow him, he tortured them using magic and then had clerics bring people back after they died to torture them more until they sided with him.
You're not telling me what I want to hear.
What do you want to hear?
How do I get out of this? I do not want to be some gods. I only wish to live as a human.
What are the circumstances of which you heard him?
We were out on a mission, and we are about to get sacrificed to these cultists. They actually think I'm their god. So, and their leader is in prison right now. The rest of them are back at camp. And we got the upper hand on them. But during the battle,
You convinced them that you were their god?
Yes.
Her face bears a look of a blend of confusion and a twinge of fear.
We question. At this point, did we know this? Did the rest of the party know this?
I told you guys about it.
And we probably believe it because we suck at insight checks.
She starts pacing back and forth. They must be trying to bring him back. This cannot be allowed to happen. If I tell anyone else of this, they'll think I'm crazy. I must ask of you all to bring an end to their plans, or all of us will die.
So you want us to kill a bunch of cultists?
Something along those lines, yes.
I guess that works for me. We be getting paid at least. I know I'm saving the world, but I also like money.
Can I stand up from my chair and give a little talk?
You stand up from the chair that you weren't sitting in.
Okay, well, I stand in front of everyone else.
Okay, and you say?
My friends, don't you realize? I don't know. I'm not good at speeches myself, but I basically say like, this is fate. This task fell in our hands for a reason. We must slay this beast. We must prevent his new coming. The gods have bestowed upon us this task, and we must join together to be able to defeat this beast.
Hughes slams his fist down on the wall, whatever's nearby, just to get everyone's attention. He says, I'm sorry.
Anala, Ella, and Miel all immediately turn their heads to you. Everyone else?
I am a healer
Yeah, I look at him.
designed to deal with this. Human and no one and nothing else. Why should I meddle with some god's game?
Because
Do I hear him?
I look at him and
everyone
And
here
I
hears
deliver
he's
this line
shouting
to
this.
the priestess.
He's shouting this essentially. Like he's for lack of a better term, being dramatic about it.
I just look at him and shrug. I know.
Miel looks at you and says, because he's chosen you. He wants you, and once a god wants someone, there's nothing that they can really do.
I refuse to give him what he wants!
Well, can I walk
I
up?
step out of the booth, and I step out of the booth, but I don't go anywhere. I just stand there contemplating my options with a little bit of fear.
I turn to the priest and I say, I swear on the name of the goddess. How do you pronounce the name of the goddess of strength?
Konya.
Konya. I swear on the name of Konya, I will stand with her and I will fight this fiend to my last breath.
Her and the rest of the gods would greatly, greatly appreciate that.
I suppose I should probably be helping. I have reasons.
And Miel looks at Rebecca and says, I cannot pay you for this. But I'm sure once
Good insight.
word gets out of the deeds you have done, you will receive gracious amounts of payment.
At this point, my eyes light up and I get a little bit
Something.
thoughtful. Alright. And I walk out.
Everyone else?
What do Ella and Maxwell? No.
Ella and Anala are kind of just standing there waiting for everyone else to do something.
Okay.
I leave the booth myself.
Have we all left?
Just the two of you have left.
And Mike. And by Mike, I mean...
Mike is Jack. Mike and Anala have left. Or not Anala, Ratnash.
No, wait, I thought...
Yeah, no, 3 people have left. That one guy left. to contemplate his options. Another guy left to just.
Oh, I didn't hear Rebecca say that she left.
I didn't leave. I was just
No, I
kind of
don't-
standing there.
Okay, so Argus is still there. Rebecca's still there. Rathnash left. Mike left.
I continue to try to convince the other person who left. I forget their name to
Mike.
join us.
All right.
All right.
I'm keeping it simple here. Just
Hughes and Rebecca, what are you doing?
Do I have to actually think of something to convince them, or
I mean, yeah. This is roleplay. You gotta roleplay.
I say, as a healer, is it not your job to protect, to save the
The
life?
healer's
of
not the one that left.
Oh fuck! Well, who's the one who left?
Mike,
did.
he's a warlock.
I'm a warlock.
What? Do I know his alignment?
Nope.
No.
Well, he's a warlock, so just that might be a tip.
I have no idea how to say anything before. I guess I reiterate what I said before about like this being fate, and the gods will smile
At this
upon it.
point, I just like put my hand down and I just say, I get it. I'm helping. Please shut up.
Bang.
Bang.
I heard a bang.
I'm gonna do perception and
No,
or
like, I
investigation.
heard a bang on somebody's mic.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna
Gunshot.
destroy my microphone.
It's an 18th century. Have they invaded?
God damn it. No, I'm not a player, Arcus.
Yes. I'm like, you said bang, so I'm like, did something? Like, there must have been something went wrong.
I would have said at this point or something like that.
Can I do a perception check on the surroundings just to make sure there's no spies around? Because I think there might be.
Go ahead.
Fucking spy.
I go back into the. Can I go back into the booth?
If you want to. You don't notice
I
anything,
look like
Arcus.
kind of an idiot, but my dude won't care. I ask the half elf priest, or is she just an elf or half elf?
She's half elf.
I asked the priestess, where should we start?
Well, you said they were trying to sacrifice you or something, right? I can give you access to the archives here. You can begin researching and see if you can find out anything that could help you. Other than that, I don't know.
Would a cultist leader, and Hughes just walks kind of back in the booth, listening in. Would a cultist leader know anything?
I
The
mean,
answer is no.
I'm sure he would, but his willingness to give up that information is something different.
Could you say something to him if I brought him here?
I turn and
I
go
don't
like,
think I could.
bring the coldest to the priestess herself? Are you mad?
Cultist, Hughes
Cultist
just lives.
leader doesn't know anything about any other sex. You just have to figure out which one, where they are, and they're in every single city. So it's just a matter of finding them, and that's so we have to lay a bait for them. What?
Hughes turns to the priestess and says, "Go make a job offer at Muskar's, and ask for me and us, and then I'll go. But not because I want to, but because it's my job."
I'm still outside, not paying attention to any of this, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, you're doing that. She says, very well. Might I ask your names so I can ask for you all?
Rathnash, the once proud dragonborn soldier.
No one wants to give it.
Well, I give
I
mine up
thought we were
happily.
just going down the line.
Very well.
After
I shall say Rathnash and 6 or 5 others of Rathnash's choice.
the Rathnash is like the unofficial leader at this point. All right, that sounds good.
I'm the only one who's bothered to take any action on anything.
I mean, Anala and Ella might be if they were here. But like, and I mean here as in Max and Lily were here.
Basically, they're just NPCs.
Yeah, they're kind of just like you guys. Have you guys ever had a really long day and you're and afterwards you're in a conversation with like 2 other people and they're talking back and forth and you're just kind of there like not knowing what's going on.
I'm like that every day.
Oh,
That's
it's
what they're
like-
doing right now.
It's like they vaguely know what's going on, but they're just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, let's go to a bar and just let's go back to the Muskar's missions and discuss what we're gonna do next. Pop in.
Yeah, I asked the priestess if she wants to be a, what's the word? Like, guided,
Benefactor?
no, it's like, it's like escorted to the place, because, there could be, like, danger about.
Well, they may have realized at this point that Hughes isn't exactly their god. Which, by the way, she didn't say Hughes, because she doesn't know Hughes' name. I just was going on there. But they may have realized now that you're not their god, and so you all, as well as myself, for talking to you, may be in danger. I suppose that would be wise, yes. I shall accompany you all back to
Muskar's.
Mushar's, thank you. And so she gathers some things together and readies herself to make their way out of the temple. Whenever you all are ready to leave, you may rest here for a moment if you would like to, but if not, we may go.
Can I do a history, like, between the road of where... Okay, I'm gonna ask her. Where are we going? Rondo or Forn?
You guys are going to Mushar's, right?
We're going, like, to city, so... Garon or Forn? Where is she gonna take us?
I think it would be best to stay here in Garon. If there are still cultists here, we might as well eliminate those while we can.
Okay.
However, I do not have any combat experience, so I will be of no help if a fight comes about. Basically me saying she's not going to actually help you guys fight cultists and whatnot.
Yeah, she's a priest.
You can help us heal or, like, do something about that.
Priest.
Even
After combat, if we need
Is she
to.
like our pet medic?
No, she's just she is an NPC. She's kind of just going along with you guys right now because she thinks it's what she needs to do. However, like, once she, like, hires you guys, she's probably going to make her way back to the temple.
Right?
Alright.
Alright, so let's head back to Mushar's and await further orders. So,
Are you sure you guys would not like to rest here? You do look a little tired, and even just like 30 minutes could probably benefit you. Me trying to introduce you guys to the short rest mechanic where you can use hit dice to restore HP.
No, and then we just walk. No, I'm joking. Let's go stay. Let's leave.
HP.
Arcus has lost HP.
Hey guys, I got stabbed by.
Which, by the way, were you all leveled up? Were you all leveled up?
Didn't
Even
you
if you
get hit by
didn't-
the door?
Even if you didn't lose HP, you're at the max HP that you had at level 1. You didn't gain HP to accompany your level.
Yeah, let's rest. Everyone agree? Let's do that. Let's rest. And he's just kind of like against the wall.
So during this
for the
rest, you may roll your hit dice in order to restore HP.
I'm not as hyped with that with these
We're
guys.
back
We're
at
doing
scenes.
absolutely nothing. Does that count as a short rest?
A short rest is like 30 minutes of not doing anything. Arcus, you restore 1 hit point.
All right.
Alright, okay, so yeah,
So let's go.
So wait, what am I
Rebecca
supposed to?
seems.
I'm just supposed to roll a d8.
It is dependent on your class. Rathnash, you roll a d12.
Rebecca seems
I'm
kind of.
gonna pick 3 more slots to use.
Rathnash
spells
is a
to get-
barbarian that uses d12.
Rebecca seems kind of wary of sleeping in a.
You don't have to sleep. You just have to not really do anything.
She still
Hey.
goes outside of the temple to rest.
All right.
In
So
case you couldn't tell, Rathnash is very trusting of religion.
Hey, medic, got a question.
I got an answer.
So I have all these skills, right? I get to pick 3 more skills to put to my preparedness, right?
Spells. Yes. You can prepare. Well, that happens after a long rest, though. Miles, you don't use a d12. You use a d10.
It says D10 plus ranger level. I'm not sure what that meant. Plus to the.
It's you get 1 d10
Oh, wait.
per ranger level. This is not getting more HP. This is short rest.
I read it wrong. You see.
So yeah, you restore 4 hit points.
Okay. So I can pick 1 more spell to prepare, or
That is typically done after a long rest, which is a full night's sleep.
oh, alright then, forget it. Okay.
So yeah, you cannot prepare spells yet. So after you all take your time to do a little rest, which I'll actually go ahead and do short rests for Anala and Ella, because I'll say it now, I don't have any combat prepared.
So does this mean I get 8 more health, or?
You restore 8 hit points back up. So like, I had you roll that earlier, like, all the way at the beginning.
I haven't taken any damage.
No, but you leveled up, and so you gained higher maximum HP. However, you didn't gain HP to accompany that.
So I gained 8 of my, of the 12 one I just got, okay.
You had gained 9 plus your Constitution mod, which was 12. Yeah. So you gain 8 back of the 12. So yeah, you're right though. You gain back the 8.
I'm gonna put.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll Ella and Anala. Ella uses D8. Ella gets 2. And Anala. I never even rolled from Anala's HP, which I'll do now as a temporary thing, because I'll let them roll their own. So 6 plus con mod. 8. So. And then hit die. Alright. So you guys take a rest here in and out of the Temple of Niella. And after that rest, you make your way back to Mushar's. She sets up the job and hires you, and Mushar says Rathnash, and you get to pick 5 others, and you pick the 5.
Indeed, yes. Oh,
Easy enough.
I'm gonna pick the 5?
Yes, there's 5 party members here.
Okay, so I picked those 5, yeah.
Alright. And so you are all hired for this job.
Alright, so what is the job exactly, though?
The job is...
Should we go back to their camp?
The job is worded as she needs help eliminating a threat to her.
We should go back to the camp.
To her.
If we're fighting cultists, we should probably go back to their camp and then ambush them. And it also gives Medic a chance to, like, reuse the same map.
You don't remember how many of them there were?
I'll say now, even at level 2, you guys will get fucked if you just go straight there and kick some shit in. Or at
Yeah,
least
I would
attempt to.
recommend we sneak there.
How about we take them out slowly? As in, we siege the
Because you
place.
guys are new players, I'll say now, even if you, like, sneak up and, like, ambush them, with how many cultists there were, you will die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could we possibly go there and just like listen in to see if we can get any hints about, you know, where they could be going next or where we can find them?
Ella brings up the fact that they are very sneaky and could go sneak off and do that while you guys take care of something else if you wish.
That's
Okay.
a very sneaky way of getting rid of an
Do another
NPC.
mission then. We could do another mission.
Thank you, Jack.
Okay, so we won't go fight the cultists.
Let's not.
So what are you guys going to do then?
Well, we can go shopping if we so choose. We can go take a long rest. Or is there any missions that we can do? Or
Well,
Which it is later in the day at this point, so...
I'd say, since first of all we need to level up, that it's kind of been a rough day, especially for me. That we go rest. Humble abode.
alright.
Alright, so everyone agree? We're gonna go meet back here tomorrow.
Give me one moment. I need to take care of something. You guys can keep discussing if you have other plans or...
So where will we rest?
Mushar's,
I have my
Mushar's
room.
has rooms up top.
Do they have a room the size of a fucking 7'4" dragon?
You work here, so yes.
Oh, okay.
I have my own apartment, so I'm gonna go that way.
You do not have your own apartment.
Never mind, I'm poor. I'll stay
You
here.
all, as a part of working at Mushar's, he provides you rooms to sleep in.
Yeah,
Alright.
unless you just go back there and go to sleep.
Alright, so everyone just takes a long rest, basically.
Yeah.
Alright, one moment.
Loading screen activated.
Something...
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
checking
Give me one
something.
second, wait. I need to find the right sound effect.
Hey Miles, could you roll me a d20 just to see if something happens?
Sure.
Something happens.
Miles, I'm going to take you into a private call for a moment.
Wait, hold on, guys. I found the right sound effect.
Alright, so what are you doing when you sneak away? Because nobody fucking notices you.
Alright, I'm just going to go back to the jail, I guess. I'm gonna try to sneak my shit right back in.
Alright, so they don't see it. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the d20 for the stealth check of sneaking into jail. I'm gonna roll that again because I'll be a little unfair. So, Rebecca, stealth plus 4, 6, so... I'll say you managed to, like, when you were in there, you noticed a window at the prisoner's cell. I'll say you snuck around and are currently at that window, unless you want to actually go inside.
Does it look like I can fit through the window in any way, shape, or form?
It is a small barred window. Probably about a foot long and 6 inches high.
Can I see any guards, like, directly outside of the cell?
You cannot see the guards directly outside the cell now.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to actually try to sneak in then, if I wanna do what I wanna do.
So wait, are you actually trying to kill the cultist right now?
There's something else I need. Not just killing the cultist, oh no. I need something else from him.
Alright, so... God, I think there's a way to, like, private... Hold on, I want to try something.
There was a way to do private roles, but I can't remember.
Nope. Oh crap, that shows up on the fucking recording too. Oh crap, this is gonna be on the recording. I'll take care of this moment later then. We'll retcon it later. So, we'll go back to voice now. Okay, so after a long night's rest, you all wake up at full HP. You have all your spell slots back if you spent any, and you may prepare new spells if you wish.
I have done so.
Alright, so... You...
Alright, to the...
What do you
Right.
do? What are you guys doing? You woke up.
I
This
guess
morning,
just
right?
head back downstairs and sit down and try and get some food.
Bouchard doesn't have any missions. We can go. I'm gonna go shopping.
Alright, I actually prepared for that.
I suppose I will join him.
Yeah, me too.
Or her, I don't know what the is.
Alright, so, what items are you guys looking for?
Armor.
Alright, we've got one person looking for armor. And by the way, I'm asking everyone what they're doing when they're shopping, just so that I can do it in bulk, and like everyone who's going to like say a blacksmith, I can take care of everyone who's going to the blacksmith all at once, so I don't have to reintroduce.
Like
I'm-
magic goods.
Magic goods?
Yes.
Alright, so we got one for a magic shop, one for a blacksmith.
I don't really know what I'm looking for, and I'm just gonna look around and see if I spot anything that looks useful to me.
You will accompany everyone then.
Yes.
Can I do some window shopping, you say?
We've got one person shopping for windows.
No.
I recommend 7.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
You know what I meant by window
You're just
shopping.
gonna look around, got it. So 2 just
thought
looking
they-
around.
I thought they were still on Windows 1664 back then.
Hey, to be fair, Windows 10 gets a bad rap.
I use it. It's not that bad. I just never use
Let's
XP.
Forget it. Let's stop.
Hold on, I wanna see
This
something.
joke is dead.
Just like me.
Oh, may
Just
wow, shing
I do want to remind you, Mar, that you do have an armor class equal to 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your constitution modifier if you are not wearing armor.
Oh, so I get more if I'm not wearing armor?
Depending on the type of armor, yes.
Okay.
That's
Well, it's-
bizarre.
I'm a barbarian and a dragonborn.
Barbarians have an unarmored defense.
Oh.
So, however, you could benefit from a shield if you were to get that.
Ooh, that's stinking with the noggin.
Alright, so,
Please never say that again.
Please say it all the time.
I'm gonna go for every opportunity I can get to say it now.
for those of you who like have no idea what to look for or anything, you can buy items like weapons, armor, or other equipment. You could try and buy magic items if you wanted. You could buy just like restock arrows or bolts or something if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to look for crossbow bolts.
I'm fine for now.
Alright, let me see here. So, let's see here. Jack would be going to the general store then. I'm trying to find prices for crossbow bolts.
Expensive
here we are.
is the answer.
Okay, so I'll take care of Mar at the blacksmith first, which Jack and Rebecca would also be accompanying because they wanted to window shop as well. When you guys walk into the blacksmith,
Do blacksmiths have windows?
God,
That's like an OSHA code right there.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they made them themselves.
That is a very metallic-looking window.
Actually, no. A blacksmith could also do windows because it's a similar process.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So you go into the blacksmith and you see a very muscular dwarf banging away on a piece of metal.
I greet him.
Ah, hello there. Welcome to I don't actually have a name for the shopkeeper. Welcome to Browner's Blacksmith. How may I assist you today?
I say I am looking for a shield or armor. A shield is preferable, but armor would also not be unappreciated.
I could easily forge a shield for ya. It'll run ya about... Where the fuck is shield? It'll run ya about 10 gold.
10 gold, I say. I happily hand it over.
You hand over the 10 gold. Mark it off of your character sheet. Very
Put
well.
minus 10 or just take away 10?
Take away 10. So you'd be at 30.
Mr. Blacksmith, can you sharpen my knife? I've had this for a very long time, you see. It's my father's.
You hand over the knife to him and he looks at it. Is there anything special about it, by the way? Like any symbols or on it or anything?
Nah, it just kind of looks like a generic hunting knife.
Alright. He takes a look at the knife. Ah, this is a very nice knife. Seen a little use though. I could make it look brand new for you in a moment. He goes to the back with your knife. Takes a little bit of time there. Comes back out with the knife and a shield, which doesn't look fresh, so it looks like it had already been made. It was just like sitting on the shelf for maybe like a week or two. He hands you your knife and Rathnash the shield. The knife won't cost you anything. It was a simple job. Thank you for your patronage on the shield, though. It's a fine
No problem,
shield there.
my friend. Does the shield at least look sturdy and usable?
It looks sturdy and usable. When you have the shield equipped, meaning you are holding it with one hand, your AC will be boosted by 2.
I thank him. Oh, wait, question. What state is my flail in?
What?
What state is my flail in?
The handle must be worn out enough for all the times you take.
I mean, I'll say this now. I'm not gonna say like if you guys use a sword over and over and over and over and over again, it's gonna break eventually. I'm not gonna keep track of that just because that's a bit of a hassle for everyone, and I don't want to deal with that. So.
Okay, yeah.
But your flail's in rather nice condition.
Okay, so
you actually successfully hit anyone with it, so.
I mean, I hit a 10th once. and I hit the lead culprit.
At this point, I'm just sort of like laughing behind him.
I've hit people more with the butt end of the handle rather than the actual
Yeah, you
flail
look like you
itself.
could hit people more with your butt.
The
butt end of the handle, you
Ah,
can.
ha, ha, don't worry, laddie. I'm sure you'll get some nice use out of that flail.
I thank him and am on. I just ask what kind of armor he would have in store.
I have some breastplate armor, but it's a little pricey. It probably run you about 450 gold.
Ah, I see. I say. I thank him for the shield and am on my way.
I'm sort of still behind him, just sort of finishing laughing and walk out.
I kind of give him like a side glare.
I continue to laugh.
Can I do an intimidation check to make him stop laughing?
you would roleplay that at this point. Because at this point, I'm just going to have you guys roleplay any interactions with each other.
That
I
sounds
just
like a
kind
good
of
idea.
turn around.
No, what are you gonna do? Hit me with your flail? Yo, watch it. There's a tent over there.
I actually take out my flail, kind of whack the side of his head with the handle of it, not the actual flail.
Roll an attack.
Oh no. Here comes the crit.
That's the Dragonborn.
1d20 plus your strength.
No, wait,
Well,
7 or
1d20
5?
plus 7.
Oh dear, that's gonna hit.
It didn't hit anyone during the fight. And I'll tell you now, those cultists had an AC of... That hits!
That's gonna hit. Yeah. Ow.
Roll a d4 for damage because you're just trying to bonk him on the head with it.
Oh.
I accidentally maybe hit a little too hard.
You kind of jokingly, kind of serious mean to just bump him on the head, but you, like, get him square in the temple, and he kind of recoils for a second.
Okay. Alright.
Don't laugh at the dragon.
Let me stab you.
This is fine. And I'm just gonna rub my head and get up and continue, but not laughing. I'm assuming I take
The
4
dwarf is now laughing.
I'm assuming I take 4 points of damage.
Yes, you do.
Laughing at the guy who just got bonked or me.
He's laughing at the karma. He laughed at the dragon and got what he deserved. That's why he's laughing. Alright, so.
I like this dwarf.
So, as you guys walking away, next we will hit the magic shop. So, what race will be the shopkeeper? I need to prepare I need to learn... Okay, so you walk into the magic shop and there's a dark-skinned human behind the counter.
Do you know the way?
Oh my god.
No, I didn't say. I don't.
You see that... Hold on, make a perception check. Just make a perception. And we lost someone. That would have been... Welcome back,
I'm
Rathnash.
done. I just couldn't with that.
Make a perception check, Hughes.
Fine.
Okay, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Okay, so... However, you do notice the shopkeeper is a rather nervous individual and is currently, like, very closely investigating an item.
I kind of just peer over his shoulder to go look at it myself.
Alright, it seems to be a ring of sorts. However, the shopkeeper still doesn't seem to notice you.
I'm gonna make him notice me. I'm gonna say, hey man, what you looking at?
Don't scare me like that. I'm still doing the Scottish accent, god damn it. Don't scare me like that. Welcome to Boar's Magic Items. I'm Glar. Unfortunately, Boar's not here right now if you're looking for him himself. How may I help you today, though?
Before I ask what I need to, what's that ring about?
Oh, this ring? Now that he's actually not, like, investigating it thoroughly, you notice that the ring is, it's a golden ring with a unique pattern on it. Almost looks similar to, like, a rock formation or maybe even a brain. And it's placed in, like, cobalt gems on the ring. This is a ring of mind shielding. It prevents people from looking into your head.
Well, that's actually something I would like. I need something for anti-darkness, anti-evil.
This is 300 gold.
I'm gonna do an insight check just to make sure he's not lying about the price.
How do you barter again?
You talk
Thank
them
you.
down, persuasion checks and stuff.
Right.
You feel like this is the genuine price of the ring.
Can I haggle with him a bit?
Haggle with
Can
them.
I do? All right. Can I do a little bit lower than that?
Maybe. What? It's not my ring though. It's Boris, so I can't haggle too much on it. What are you willing to offer?
If it's not, I look at my wallet and I'm like, it's fine. I won't take the ring.
Hughes has 45 gold.
I thought I had 140. What?
And then you gave like 60 of it to fucking Mushar.
Yeah, but like 90 of that was from I still got the money from Torbjorn.
Oh right, yeah. I forgot about that. So how much money do you have right now?
And well, should I go higher? No, 145. That's what I have.
45. All right.
I got around 150 gold.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna do a charisma check.
no, are you trying to get him down to 150 gold?
Oh.
All right.
If not, I can just
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Us.
2 and a 4 coming out.
Yeah, 2 and a 4. Yeah. 15. That's not bad, but no, it's gonna be like a 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
there it is.
Natural one.
Forget I said anything.
You want me to give you this ring for half off? I said I couldn't move much. He's bored. He's not here. I can't talk to him about this.
Alright, I disengage from that conversation. I ask him what he has new in stock that he would recommend for a guy looking to protect his sanity.
For sanity?
Let's just say I got a couple demons in my head, and I kind of look crazy sarcastically, and so what do you got for that?
Charisma saving throw.
Oh,
Just curious to see where this will go.
Charisma saving. Jeez.
Yeah, no, I use charisma saving throws that like nobody uses because I use them in social situations. He's like, we all have those days, I guess.
a black lord has come for you.
He's like kind of confused, but he's just going along with it. You're a guy who has money. He says, well, I don't think I have anything to really help with that other than this, but you don't want this. I've got potions of healing.
Let's see, what else could I get?
Maybe you're
Speaking of
thirsty?
healing,
I've got a
you got
decanter of endless water.
You got anything that can improve your healing powers?
Oh my god, I've got potions of healing. Okay, sir.
It's a magic shop. Potions are magic items. Nothing to really improve your healing too much. Yeah, there's... If you can't do 300, then I don't really have anything that would...
How much for the potions of healing?
The potions of healing are 50 gold pieces each.
Okay, see you later, son. And I walk out. I'll come back later when I got more money for my jobs.
Very well, maybe Musha will be here. No. Ignore pretend I didn't say that. Maybe Porter will be here. Have a good day.
Can I do, before I leave, just like a history or an insight check on who Bordir is?
Bor, it's B-O-R. And go ahead.
History or what?
Yeah, I'll say history.
Please tell me Boar has a Russian accent.
I did not roll that right. 1 second.
No, I'm pretty sure you... Oh, right, you know you rolled 20 plus 4. That's still pretty good. in Garadon, Bor is known as one of the more trustworthy sellers of magic items. You know that he's got a reputation of being a very kind, charismatic person. However,
Okay.
You don't know much about him personally, because that's just what you've learned from the streets, not actually having talked to him.
Can I just turn around one more time and just talk to him and say, "Hey, you know anybody who might be sick around here that I could go help out?" Like, what's the rumors in this town right now?
You want the rumors or the sick? Because that's two different things.
Give me both. You can't.
Well, old Wendy down the street has a bit of a cold. However, there has been a rumor recently about the leadership in this town. Which I'll explain the leadership before I go into this. The city is run by a council.
Okay.
It is a dragonborn named Mashan, who is in charge of the economics. A Goliath named Akon, who is in charge of the military. A halfling named Trim, who runs the kind of keeps religion in line, like making sure like none of the churches are like trying to extort people or anything like that. Then anything else falls to the human Hasaid.
No
That-
tieflings, huh?
No tieflings, actually. Yeah. He says, I have heard a rumor recently that there's a fifth council member.
Nice.
Nobody really knows what he does. Some of the more unreliable sources, but some do say that he runs like sort of like thieves guilds and stuff like that for the city. Goes by the name of
I know about that.
Amal, I think it was. I can't quite remember though.
Later. All right. Thanks, man.
No problem. Have a wonderful day.
I'm gonna go, and I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting, but I'm gonna go head to Wendy and see what she needs.
Anybody going with him?
I'm just.
Because I'm going to take care of Jack's visit to the general store to get crossbow bolts. And
Okay.
then we'll do that.
I'm just gonna link with Jack.
Alright, back to shit here. Where the fuck did the fucking... There you are. Okay, so Jack. Make your way to the general store, which is where you usually get items like crossbow bolts and stuff like that.
Could I just look around and see what other things I can spot?
There's all sorts of different items. There's like bedrolls, rations, some rope, chain, crossbow bolts, arrows. Yeah, this is a medieval era city. Chain
I
isn't.
just, I know. I'm just thinking. It immediately turns my mind to something else.
God damn it! Get your head out of the BDSM gutter. There's some parchment, some signet rings, soap.
Ignoring Rebecca making a weird noise behind me, I go up to the shopkeeper and just go, how much for some crossbow bolts?
Oh, crossbow bolts. They're 20 bolts will cost you 1 gold.
20 for what? Done.
How many are you buying?
20.
Okay, that'll be 1 gold.
How about
Mark off the
40
gold.
bolts for 1 gold?
For you getting 1 gold, that's a hell of a deal. You could get like 60 for 3 gold.
Go ahead and
Actually,
make
yeah.
yourself a persuasion check, Rebecca. The man who I failed to mention was a half-orc. Kind of just looks at you, sternly, and says, 20 bolts, 1 gold.
Damn
At
it.
this point, to diffuse the situation, just go, actually, could I buy 20 more?
Why, of course.
Easy enough. I now earn 59 bucks. And, I sort of just walk around and don't spot anything and walk out.
Alright. Anyone else buying anything from a general store?
Wait, am I there or?
If you want to be, you are.
What kind of stuff does I got?
Nothing like too fancy or anything, just like... Think of this as like, think of this as the D&D convenience store.
Can I grab a pack of cigarettes?
Actually, they do have stuff there that you could, that would be essentially smokable.
Smokable in what way?
Like pipes and stuff.
Oh.
Out your asshole.
Smoke it out.
They don't
your
have some
asshole.
of that sweet dank grass for me.
She's just looking to get very,
A
very-
convenience store is not going to smell. A convenience store is not going to sell weed. It might smell of weed, but it's not going to sell weed.
I'm gonna just grab like a soda or something.
Oh my god.
Well, they do have rations there. Which,
Well, I'm a big guy. I need lots of food.
It takes a special breed of person to need soda to live.
which, by the way, you guys are feeling a little hungry. Keep in mind.
Can I grab like a ooh, can I get like a hot dog?
What's a hot dog?
Can I get like a what's a medieval pig?
Yeah, we have warm coyote.
Oh, you mean sausage?
Oh yes, that yes.
Yeah, sure.
We
You
have
can
different
have
customs
some
back in my
sausage.
village.
It'll cost you 5 silver.
At this point, I reappear and go, oh yeah, I'm supposed to buy some food as well. How much for this? How much for food?
So a sausage is 5 silver.
Oh, can I get like 2 of
How
those?
much? How much silver is worth of gold?
10 silver and a gold.
Can I get 10 sausages?
Yeah, sure. That'll be 5 gold.
Actually, no, 9 sausages, and I'll use the rest of the silver to get a drink. How much is a drink?
He doesn't really sell like flavored drinks. He sells water skins, which are 2 silver gold, or 2 silver gold, 2 silver.
Wait, what's 2 silver?
2 silver is 2/10 of a gold. The drink, the water skin.
Okay, I'll get 7 sausages and a drink.
So I'm just pressing a button.
I'm a hungry boy.
So at this point, you guys see this, you see another woman just make their way into the store. They're just looking around. Ah, another customer. Welcome. And you mark off the silver, or the gold from your sheet and add 7 sausages and water to your inventory.
While I'm doing this, I bought 4 sausages for 2 gold.
Would you like a Diet Coke with that?
Would you
Okay.
like an apple pie with that? Would you
That's
like
fine
an
for
apple
that.
pie with that?
Ding, president. Anyway, just
The
letting you know.
woman goes up to the store owner, by the way, and says, "Hi, I really need some rations. Do you have any?" The half-orc says, "What? Yes, we do. The rations are 5 silver for a day's worth of rations." The woman kind of just sits there thinking for a second.
Wait, do sausages count as rations?
Yes, the sausages count as a day's worth of rations.
Hang on, can I just ask, what does this woman look like?
She has blonde hair. She's wearing a little bit more formal wear.
Okay. I got to try and chat her up.
All right.
Is my boy trying to get himself a bit of tail?
I kind of just look at Rathnash and just make like a nod, and then just, yeah, and then carry on. But hey,
I turn to him and wink.
good-looking lady like you were doing in this town.
Oh, me? Well, What? What was I doing here again? I don't know. I just kind of,
Oh yeah, what do you do?
I go from place to place. Just don't really have money or a job, though.
Nah. Hey, I know a guy who might hire you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his name is... Fuck, what's his name again? I forgot his name.
Mushar?
Oh yeah, look over at Michelle's House of Random Jobs. I'm sure. you'll
Oh,
find
isn't that
something.
one of those, jackhouses?
It's, slightly more uptown than that. I mean, I work there, so, it's got to be a nice place.
I can't really do much physical labor, though. I'm not that strong. And, yeah. By the way, Jack, do me a favor, make an insight check.
Sure.
Or ways to use cannabis butter.
What the fuck?
Oh, nat 20. Here we go.
Is someone talking about my dank grass over here?
One moment. This is getting sent to you privately.
Okay.
You could put it on a baked potato. A strawberry.
At this point, I just sort of stopped talking
Alright.
and carry on. Alright, see you later.
Bye. And the shopkeeper waves as well. Goodbye.
That looks disgusting. And I'm also really curious to see what happened.
Jack, make a perception check.
$13.
Nothing seems unusual to you.
Ooh.
Alright.
I think D&D is best when it just turns into slice of life.
Oh yeah, no, D&D roleplay is fucking great. I kind of planned today to just be a roleplay session to get you guys set up in the world.
Well, it's amazing. I love when this happens.
By the way, Rathnash. The woman comes up to you and says, I'm so sorry. I can't really work and I don't have a whole lot of money. Could you spare me some food?
What does she look like?
It's the same woman that was talking to Jack.
I ask, but don't you have a job here?
No, I just told him I couldn't work.
Oh, okay, I'm dumb. I thought why am I so dumb? I don't know. Well, I'm like, what is she wearing? What is she like? Does she look weak and sickly?
She's wearing, kind of raggedy clothes, yeah, I'd say. Like, you get the sense that they might have been clothes that, like, somebody had abandoned and she took.
So she does look poor. I guess I'd spare a sausage.
So you give her a
Don't
sausage.
take that out of context.
You give her your sausage.
I just tried to do that. Didn't go very well.
I'm sorry, but can I have some more? Not many people are as generous as yourself, and I can't seem to quite find much food.
I kind of make a signal to Rathnash from behind her, just like, nah. It's kind of
Yeah, I'll say Rathnash, you notice Jack, like, signaling you.
Can I do like a perception? Is she a gold digger?
You can make an insight check.
I'm gonna do that. Is this like D20 plus my insight?
D20 plus insight, yes.
I can't get enough of Dahlia's avatar. It's the skeleton's so good.
I can send you the I can send you the entire picture.
This is a genuinely poor woman who genuinely needs help.
Wait, before we continue, I have to I have to show you guys the full version of my icon.
You're gonna become that avatar in like a second. Take my food, take my money, take the clothes off my back.
No, I put it in general, hold on. Yeah, I happily give her another.
Very well. You give her another sausage.
Oh, yeah, I love
She
that
thanks
picture.
you kindly.
Oh, I recognize that from somewhere.
Are you gonna do anything else, or?
What'd she say now? I gave her two.
Hold on. I said she thanks you. She's like, oh, thank you so much.
Does she stop asking for them now?
For the moment, yes, she stops asking.
For the moment.
I eat 3 of my 5 remaining sausages.
So we eat 5 of them?
3 of my 5 remaining.
Alright. Hold on. So, you eat your sausages. And so now you only have, what, 2 sausages left?
Yeah, only 2 sausages.
The woman kind of seems taken aback as you just shove these sausages down your throat. Just
I'm a dragon, what
sausage
did you
after
expect?
sausage after sausage.
I'm kind of just like, alright then.
I'm a big hungry boy.
The woman says, well, thank you, but I'm going to leave now. And she kind of makes her way out of the store.
I wave her farewell.
Make a perception check real quick.
Oh god damn it.
There goes your wallet.
Did she steal it?
Make the roll.
Seven.
You notice nothing out of the ordinary, however, nothing seems missing either.
Do I still have all my gold and whatever?
You look and you seem to have all your gold.
Alright, well.
So, Hughes, where were you going again?
I was gonna go to old Brenda, who was
Old
rumored
Wendy.
to eat- Was saying,
Right.
Old Wendy. Sorry, that woman's name. Okay.
Alright, so, is anyone accompanying her?
Him.
Him, right. I don't know why I said her.
I can't for the life of me remember every character's genders.
I mean, this name wouldn't make sense for a girl, but alright.
I don't remember everyone's names either, honestly.
Alright, you are Rathnash. Jack, the British guy, is Mike.
Speak, Jack, so I know which one you are.
Hello.
Marcus,
Mike, okay.
speak.
Hello.
That is Hughes. Miles, speak.
Hey, oof.
That is Rebecca. Ella and Anala, don't speak because you're not here.
Oh, now I get it.
Well done.
And
It's
the
not
me,
his fault, Marcus.
the person who sounds like the fat kid on Xbox Live is Rathnash.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, so Rebecca and Hughes are going to Old Wendy's house.
All right.
I kind of just sit around and talk to Rathmash for a bit.
Alright, so by the...
Shoots agrees. I hesitantly. No, actually, I don't ask him. I completely trust that lady. I don't think anything of the lady.
Jack, are you gonna say what you found out?
I'm just gonna hint to him that he's a bit dumb.
Do I do a roll to see if I understand that he's hinting at me that I'm dumb, or...
No.
How
I
do
don't-
you hint at him that he's
I'm
dumb?
just like you know, you're a bit of a you're a bit of an idiot sometimes. You know that.
I just kind of tilt my head at him in a, inquisitive way.
You're like, did you really need to do that?
Well, yes, she seemed to be a poor, sickly woman, and I wanted...
She definitely did look like that to me. I thought I made it pretty clear you didn't need to give her any more stuff.
Alright.
Did you see the state of her clothes, though?
I'm gonna
I saw
move you
them,
two
alright.
to the to another voice channel while I do the old Wendy with Arcus and Rebecca. Alright, so you two are going to old Wendy's house.
Hold on, my mom's mouse decided to break, so I need to give her a mop because she can't buy another.
Alright. Just let me know when you're back. Alright, so I'm just gonna say that you two are going there and nothing happens on the way. Arcus, you there?
Yes.
Okay.
And I roll for what old Wendy's house looks like. There is a house.
There is a house. You don't roll for what this woman has.
Oh. I'm like, okay, I was gonna look if there's anything wrong with the house, or if there's anything out of the ordinary.
It seems well, actually, yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
Perception.
You two done? You two done talking?
Yeah.
Alright, because Melty disappeared. Arcus, you noticed the house is in a little disrepair. I also have to
Alright.
say, Jack, did you actually say it or no?
Maybe.
I guess I'll go knock on the door.
Alright, I'm waiting for... Okay, so, Melty, Arcus noticed that the house is in a little bit of disrepair. And he's going up to the door and knocking on it. Anything you want to do?
I'm just gonna stand behind him.
Alright. You knock on the door, and you see a younger man come up to the door. Oh, yes?
Traveling. Sorry.
Traveling.
Yes, I was like, traveling doctor. Was stuck in here?
Doctor, you say? Oh, thank you so much. Yes, there's my mother. She is terribly ill right now. If you could please come with me, that would be wonderful.
With pleasure. And I walk in, and I go ahead and walk in.
Melty, you follow?
Yeah, I'm just following right behind.
Alright, so the two of you make your way inside, and the man brings you to a woman who is laying on like a sofa. Just like seems she is sick. Like you could just see it from looking at her. Like you don't even have to hear her say anything or try to move or anything. You can just see it. She's sick.
I go up to the woman and see if she can speak. I say, "Hello, can you? I'm here now. What seems to be the issue?"
Hello. I don't know what illness has come over me.
I'll do a medicine check.
Go ahead.
I really just wanted to use the medicine check at all. Did I leave the game? No. Okay. Bless.
You, after looking over her, you realize that all she really has is a cold. However, in her age, her body is taking it terribly.
Can I do a detect poison?
Do you have that spell?
Yes, I do. I have it prepared.
There does not mark off a spell slot. There does not seem to be any poison within her body.
I'm gonna go step out for a second. Rebecca can take over for now, and I'm gonna go like put the old man, the man who addressed me, in the other room.
All right, so he goes with you. What do you say to him?
She is dying at this point. She is very old in her age. Straight out.
Come on, isn't there anything you can do? You're a doctor.
I can, and only if she asks for it. But do be prepared that death is. Are you prepared to let her live, knowing that she's going to, is going to just die at a later day?
The man kind of just paces back and forth, unsure of himself.
Yeah, I do like a perception check on this man.
What are you looking for?
Just to see, like, is he genetically related, or is it like like someone that's? Is he a caretaker? Is he like the son or
Investigation
daughter?
check.
Oh, 1 second. Investigation.
Better to just ask.
Yeah, you don't ask. You just kind of. Well, you do ask, but I don't want to like interrupt
You're
him when
not
his
there,
mother.
Rebecca.
But I was following right behind you.
15. I know this man.
He is
You've
quite
got it.
clearly her son. However,
Can I do
he
one
also
more thing,
seems to
though?
be a caretaker for her as well.
Can I do one more thing with that same role?
Depends.
Their like financial status.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll say you can do that with that roll. They seem to be... He seems to be making a modest living, enough to support himself. Not really enough to support him and his ill, dying mother.
Okay. Okay, what's his answer?
What?
I'm waiting for him to pace, unless
Oh.
Rebecca wants to do something.
I do want her to stop suffering, but I can't just bring myself to say, kill my mother.
But he just said it.
You're
Say no
not
more,
there.
Am I there or am I not there? I'm confused.
You were left in the room with the mother. Hughes and the son went off to a different room.
Oh, there's something I could do really right here, but that would be more evil than I even I.
I'm gonna say that I will not. I'm gonna say to the man, I'm not gonna kill her no matter what.
Thank you, and
Can I talk to the
I will heal her.
dying mother? Or is she just,
Can you pay?
I'll
for
finish the
her?
conversation with Hughes, and then as they go to walk in, I'll rewind and do your conversation.
I'm gonna ask him, what can he pay?
I can't. I don't have any money.
Is there anything other than money?
Oh, there's this bag. And he pulls out a bag with what appears to be a face on it.
Can I
This-
do a check, like an investigation?
I mean, you don't have to because he's about to explain it.
All right.
This is
Explain it.
a magical bag known as the Bag of Holding.
Oh fuck.
It, whenever something is put into it, it is sort of put into another like a pocket dimension, I believe. That's how the person who sold it to me explained it. It can hold up to 400 pounds worth of stuff, but the bag itself will only, at all points, only weigh 10 pounds.
I'm gonna go in the other. Okay, so I'm gonna lead him into the next room over. Well, actually, does Rebecca want to do anything?
Alright, yeah, rewind. Rebecca, what were you gonna say?
How you doing, miss?
Yes?
It's not really answering my question. I mean,
No,
how are you feeling?
Oh, I thought you said already, miss. Mics were weird, audio was weird, I thought you said already, miss.
I said, how are you doing, miss?
I've seen better days.
Wow, you... Alright! Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We will wait on Melty to get back.
I'm gonna go to the restroom real fast.
Alright.
I'm going to go get some more soda.
Oh, wait.
While we wait on everyone to get back, I might as well type out the description of the bag of holding.
Okay, anyway.
Alright, so...
You really do look like you're suffering there. It's almost like you kind of like... Wouldn't you rather just pass on at this point?
I didn't even think you were gonna say that. I don't know how to make you how to have her react to that.
Savage.
She looks at you and with this very innocent expression says, I suppose you're right. I've seen my time. I've lived my life. I guess this is my body saying I'm ready.
I can definitely ease your passage into
Oh, God.
the next realm.
Oh god, this is going to be fucking funny.
Of course, the question is, do you want it to be quick and painless, or very, very painful?
Is that really a question?
No, it really isn't.
She looks at you with a knowing expression, knowing everything you are asking, knowing what you are saying. Just, I have one request.
Mhm.
Wait
And
for
that
my
is?
son to get back in here so he doesn't think you just killed me.
What an understanding grandma. That's actually really nice.
I was so hoping that you could stab her right there.
Did you just say nah?
No, I wasn't saying nah, I was just saying like,
No, you died now,
oh,
son.
wait.
I thought you were about to say nah and then just slit her fucking throat.
I just resheathed my knife. I'm just disappointed.
So,
I'll wait.
so at roughly about this point, Hughes and the son come back into the room.
Alright. What is the scene like? Does Rebecca have her knife out?
Rebecca does not have a knife out.
Okay. I tell Rebecca to go stand back for a bit.
Before she does that, she very weakly motions her son over, to which he kneels down beside her, and she starts whispering into his ear. Neither of you can read lips, right? Because you don't have the
What does she do? Cantrip? No.
No, she's just whispering into his ear.
I'm fairly sure I wouldn't be able to hear that.
No, there is a feat that allows you to read lips, however. But
No.
we're level
Don't
2.
have
You
that
guys don't
feat.
have feats, so
Yeah. We don't have beats.
So she whispers something into his ear. You can't tell what, but he starts kind of crying and like hugs her, but he's like holding back because he knows that she's in a lot of pain and doesn't want to hurt her. After the conversation unfolds, the man stands up and looks at Rebecca and kind of just nods and leaves the room. The old woman looks up at you and says, "Thank you."
Hughes is standing back confused, like what's unveiling in front of him right now.
What do you do, Rebecca?
I have returned.
You are not in this house.
Hold on.
They walked off. You were not there. However, an old woman's about to get her throat slit.
Oh.
An old dying woman is about to be killed.
Wait, why
I'll
is
just
this?
stab her straight in the heart. Screw it. I think that's the quickest way they're gonna die at this point.
You know, I could say 3 really cruel words right now.
What a professional.
No, roll an attack.
Well, he missed a guy sitting down in a jail cell. Can he miss an old woman lying down?
No, he hits her. The dagger. I wasn't gonna make you roll damage. She had 1 HP.
Nah, I'm just gonna overkill this shit.
Can I do my cantrip of spare the dying?
Oh my god.
Well,
No.
you first gotta let me describe what happens.
Okay.
So, as the man walks out of the room after nodding at Rebecca, Rebecca pulls out a dagger and just stabs the woman in the heart. And killing whoever just left the call.
Damn it.
Okay, so, Hughes, how are you reacting to this woman that you were about to heal just getting stabbed?
I'm gonna do spare the dying.
Rebecca, do you have a response to this?
Oh, you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points.
Yeah,
Don't
but
do
Rebecca can
anything.
stop you from
Yes.
touching her.
Hughes, I want you to stop right where you are. This person died of their own accord. If you heal them, you're doing not only an evil act, you're doing something that I cannot. This word. Something so despicable that I can no longer serve you.
Okay. I'm like, how do I respond to this? Like, I don't know. I know there's a role-playing factor in here, but I kind of agree with her at this point.
No,
Because
you can agree with her and still roleplay it out. You can kind of just
So-
accept it and
he
react.
just kind of shakes his fist angrily, and he just lets it go. And really want that bag of holding, though. But I can live without it.
Don't worry. After that, the son comes back into the room and says, "She wanted it this way."
I'm gonna do, and this is just for role-playing purposes, and you can take a spell slot off of it. I'm gonna do a bless, though.
A bless on...
The dead body.
What does the bless spell even do?
It's like it gives you like a saving throw if you take fatal damage, but I think for this purposes, bless is the appropriate thing.
You're giving her a saving throw? Medics
Which,
are
in
low
her
right now.
state, she would immediately fail. Anyway, whenever a creature makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number. So-
None of you understand, like, what he's going for. He's going for, like, a cinematic goodbye.
I know, but, like, the phrasing of the spell, it doesn't really... Like, the name of the spell makes sense for a sympathetic goodbye, but beyond that, not really. Anyway,
That's really all. That's really all the Hughes is gonna go for, because
But the-
closure is a part of.
the young man kind of smiles a little bit, seeing this warm, radiant energy fill his mother's corpse. And he says, "She wanted it this way. Thank you for doing what I couldn't bring myself to do." He takes the
Well,
bag
now
of
that I
holding
have-
that he was going to give to Hughes and hands it to Rebecca. You did a wonderful
Oh,
deed this
shit.
day. I will type up what the bag of holding does later and send a message to you exactly of what the bag does, because it does not require attunement.
Now,
So-
last I checked, there's a bag and it holds stuff.
Now we
Did
have.
he say
the
anything
bag.
past just giving me the bag?
He said he thanked you for doing what he couldn't do and gave you the bag.
Okay.
Accept this as a payment that I don't have the actual money to give you.
Oh, so It's a nice looking bag. Does it do anything special?
Let me see here. It can hold up to 500 pounds of material that isn't bigger than. I'm just gonna read the description, so I can.
That's a good choice. That's
The bag can hold up to 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet. The bag weighs 15 pounds regardless of its contents. Retrieving an item from the bag requires an action.
Oh.
Well, that's nice.
It's essentially every adventurer's best friend, because you don't have to worry about getting over-encumbered.
It's like a massive bag in your pocket.
If you were to put yourself in that bag and throw yourself off a cliff and hide yourself in that bag, would you still, like, not take falling damage?
You wouldn't be able to get out of the bag, because in order to get out of the bag, somebody has to go in the bag, or reach their hand into the bag, think of the object that was put into the bag, and then take it out.
So basically, you'd have to trust another party member to take you out of the bag.
Which they would have to go down a cliff to do. Which, by the way, the bag of holding has no holes. So you wouldn't be able to breathe.
Oh.
Well, that's one way to kill someone. Knock them out, shove them in the bag.
There is a similar item called the Bag of Devouring, which I'll say now, I'm promising you guys this isn't a Bag of Devouring. It looks like the Bag of Holding. However, anything that is put into the Bag of Devouring is instantly removed from reality.
Hang on. We've just uncovered the greatest way to hide a body ever.
Yes!
Hide a body, more like absolutely destroy the body from reality.
Snap back to reality. But after you guys leave.
So wait,
the-
how many people are in the room while this is being talked about?
Me, Hughes, the brother.
Oh, sorry, I was talking out of
What was
character.
happening? Yeah, no, all this was happening out of character. The people that are in the room with the old woman's corpse are the son, Hughes, and Rebecca.
Okay, cool. So I'm not there.
No.
I can't object to this moral outrage.
Oh no, it wasn't a moral outrage. The old woman asked to die.
Well, no, the moral outrage I was talking about was discussing this as like the perfect way to dispose of a body.
Oh no, that was out of character. Don't worry.
That was completely out of character.
No, we're talking about disposing a body right in front of this man's deceased mother.
Oh my god.
Which I'm gonna just that's me, and I'm just gonna leave the room because I just need to leave him to it.
So yeah, you both leave, and that's where we'll call session for today, because I don't have anything else in mind that you guys can do.
All right, nap time.
I know it's super early, but like, I also don't
Actually,
have the session's supposed to end in a half an hour from now.
No, but that's not really that early considering how long the sessions go in the first place.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I promise I'll have something planned for next week. Where Ella and Anala weren't here, I didn't want to get into anything too serious.
Okay.
Always well for me, because it's
Also, stopping the recording now.